really opens up in spectacular style. As we was just about to see, look at that. Look at that. Hey? See how ramshackle the staircase is with gaps. A handrail that you wouldn't trust for a minute. Looks like I've been doing some repairs. Looks like it needed them. Look at that. Just beautiful. Right, people sometimes ask me, what is your favourite place in the whole of Thailand? And I think, in all fairness, there's only one answer. It's this place here, Wat Phu Tok in Bueng Kan Province in northeastern Thailand. You're in for a treat. And this is it, the start of the stairway. Actually, in my opinion, like these first flights of steps are actually the hardest thing of the whole lot. Don't be impetuous and make loud noise. Be conscious every step you walk. That's good advice. Now these steps are definitely steep, but they're well maintained. But yeah, you're definitely going to break into a sweat coming up this section. But as I said earlier, they've got plenty of little rest spots, little places where you can sit down and have a rest. สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
มาเที่ยวครั้งแรกเลยครับ
ที่สอง
อ๋อมาเที่ยวครั้งที่สองเดินทางจากที่ไหน
อุดรธานี
อ๋ออุดรธานีก็นี่แสดงว่าขับรถ2 ชั่วโมงกว่าหรือเปล่าครับ
มินิบัส4 ชั่วโมง
4 ชั่วโมงมามินิบัสใช่ไหมแต่จริงๆนะผมรู้สึกเที่ยวที่นี่สนุกมากนะน่าตื่นเต้น
ใช่ค่ะ
โอเคขอให้ไปเที่ยวสนุกครับ
กำลังจะลงเหรอคะ
กำลังจะขึ้น
สู้ๆค่ะ
คุณครับซื่อ Now eventually when you come up the stairs you come to this part where it separates. Now if you go in this direction it goes straight up to the wooden stairs and it gets spectacular very quickly, but I prefer going this way, which as you're going up is to your left, because it's a lot more peaceful. The increase in height is more gradual, and when it does eventually open up it's spectacular. I think it's got more impact if you go up this way. And then once the wooden staircases end it goes like this, it becomes stone for a bit. And in this particular area quite often they've got monkeys, so it's something to keep in mind, you know, make sure you haven't got any food on display. And they've got this little rest spot here, and then once you leave this rest spot it goes up very steeply and cuts between a little cleft in the rock. And this bit is very steep, but it really is, you know, once you've got this, it twists and turns a bit, but once you've got this set of ladders out of the way, that's it really, you've kind of cracked it. You're up at the 4th or 5th level when you can have a good rest before you tackle the rest of it. Go, go, go. So there's this interesting little bit here where it actually cutting through the mountain, little cleft in the mountain. Right, but this section doesn't last. It doesn't last very long as you cut through, but it actually is a relief to get out of the sun. So once you're through this, you just that's it. That really is the bulk of the ascent. Out of the way was the noise. It sounded like monkeys. Can't see any, but I have to keep my eye open. Although you do see the monkeys up here from time to time, it's not that often you see them out on the trail. Yeah, it's starting to gain a bit of altitude now anyway. So I believe this is the 4th level. And if you can see them ladders up there, I think that's part of the 5th level. But once you've reached the top of these stairs, it is quite flat for a bit of a distance. Wat Thaya Kiri Vihan, or Wat Phu Tok, rises to a height of 460 metres above sea level. There are stairways arranged in 7 different levels, and the 6 levels base circumference measures 800 metres around. It is actually a monastery with an area of 78 rai and features steep cliffs all around. Wat Phu Tok was established in 1940 by Prat Ajahn Juan Korjetor, who came to practice diligence there. He was a respected Buddhist teacher and was revered by none other than the King of Thailand. One night, a vision occurred and he saw 2 castles, very beautiful in appearance, on the Phu Tok Noi side. Therefore, he set out to make the vision become reality in an area that was beautiful and shady and suitable for practicing Dharma. Later, local villagers saw Prat Ajahn Juan and they united together and prayed for the construction of a temple at Phu Tok. In 1969, local villagers came to help build the stairs up to Phu Tok, up to the 5th and 6th floor, and built a residence for the monks to stay in for 2 months and 10 days before it was completed. In 1970 to 1971, Prat Ajahn Juan persuaded the villagers to construct 2 reservoirs that were built to store water and organise a water supply system within Wat Phu Tok. On April the 27th, 1980, Prat Ajahn Juan received an invitation to go to Bangkok and was involved in a plane crash and died at the age of 59. Various improvements have been made to the temple complex since its initial construction. So basically you just follow this section of the path left as it loops around the outcrop, and eventually the view opens up, and when it does, it's in spectacular style. As you come around, you will reach this this set of ladders here. Now, if you go up this set, it takes you up to the 6th level, which is probably the most spectacular. But if you go straight up there, you'll miss one of the most interesting parts of the temple. So we'll go and see that first, and then we'll come back to this set. And you come to this little meditation area, which is incredible. From a distance, it looks like they built the meditation area and then like a big rock has fallen on top of it. But from this angle, you can see that, of course, they've just built it around the rock. But perhaps the most spectacular thing about this little meditation area is the view. So if I pan right now, we'll get a lovely view back to the temple, and that's our first real view of the upper levels of the stairway. If you can see them there, that's where we're going next, up there. That was a nice place for a rest, and while we're here I'll put the drone up, everything. I'm sure you'll be seeing some of the footage if you haven't seen it already. And next we're going to be going up to the temple properly. We're going to go up to the 6th level, which is the most spectacular, which is right behind me there. Right, so you walk back off of that little outcrop and across this rocky footpath, and just to your right you will find a rickety wooden staircase, which is the way up to the 6th level. And believe you me, you do not want to miss the 6th level. Let's go. This is steep and precarious. Let's have a look. Right. Whoa, look at that, eh? How steep is that? I'm just sweating. I mean, I'm hot. I'm not actually that tired, you know. I'm not that out of breath, but it's just you're just perpetually sweating. I think, like, after the climb up here, you never stop sweating, you know. One of them places. Oh, this is the spot here. Now you get to the top of the stairs, and this is where it opens up. And this is why I love coming up the route I did, turning left at the place where the staircase splits down below, because when it opens up here, it really opens up in spectacular style. As we was just about to see, look at that. Look at that. Hey? See how ramshackle the staircase is with gaps. A handrail that you wouldn't trust for a minute. Looks like they've been doing some repairs. Looks like it needed them. Look at that. Just beautiful. And I reckon this is my 30th visit here. It's got to be at least 30. I never grow bored with the place. Absolutely love it. Now, the first time I come to Wat Phu Tok was 1991, and myself and a good friend called Bill and my wife and his girlfriend at the time were doing a long bike ride. We were following the whole length of the Mekong River, all the way from down past Ubon Ratchathani all the way up past Loy. And we'd seen this place in the centrefold of an edition of the the Bangkok Post, I think it was. And so we decided to come here, and in those days the roads surrounding it were totally unpaved. It was like dirt track, you know, so I just remember we were riding for miles and miles in dirt track, and when we found the place, I mean, it just blew us away. I mean, just look at it, absolutely amazing place. And in some ways, the upper levels haven't really changed that much at all, you know, in appearance. Down below, it's changed a lot. But I've still got some pictures. I've still got 1 or 2 pictures I took on that visit, which I shall post up for you. Other memories I've got is that, you know, it took us a while to find our way back down again. And I can remember it was getting dark and we were riding along these dirt tracks, and we had to keep stopping and asking the way. So I've just got these memories of riding the motorbike with the headlights on and seeing nothing but dust in front of the headlights. But yeah, you know, still to this day, my favourite place in Thailand. I've been here 30 plus times now. If you're ever in the area, you've got to come here. Wat Phu Tok, near Ban Siwilai, Bueng Kan Province. Can't help but notice how ramshackle it all is. Doesn't exactly inspire you with confidence. And look, if you look here, look, there's some kind of rock fall. I bet that big one weighs a bit. Doesn't bear thinking about if one of these bigger rocks that overhangs come down. That will take the whole look down with it, without a doubt. And I think the ceiling is going to need a bit of repair because the water is filtering down from the top level. I must have had some rain last night and coming down quite strongly, and it's making the walkway very, very wet and slippery. I'll tell you, look at that. It wouldn't really take very long for that to corrode the wood. There you go, and it is the rainy season. I should look past that very carefully, that bit. Ma tiu sanuk mai? Sanuk jing-jing na. นอนด้วยครับคุณไปเช่นเจ็ดหรือยัง
ไปแล้วค่ะ
แล้วตอนนี้มันเป็นยังไงทางมันลื่นหรือเปล่าครับ
มันลื่นระวังนะคะ
มันลื่นโอเค
มันมีน้ำ
ครับ
ถ่ายรูปรวมกลุ่มไหนได้
โอเคได้ He wants to take a picture of us all together. Let's have a look with my gimbal. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put my gimbal in the picture. No, I won't. Yeah, I'll put the gimbal down.
Thank you
ขอบคุณครับ Thank you ขอบคุณครับ
อะไรคะ
อะไรนะครับ
ชื่ออะไรคะ
ชื่อคาร์ล
ค่ะ
ครับ
ยินดีที่ได้รู้จักค่ะ
ยินดีต้อนรับ There you go, got another subscriber there. They all count. Look at this little spot, nice little rest spot, chill spot to take in everything. I do love this place. สวัสดีครับคุณไปเช่นเจ็ดยังอ๋อคุณมาเลยทางมันลื่นหรือเปล่าครับ
ฮะ
ทางเดินมันลื่นหรือเปล่าครับ
ไม่แน่ใจยังไม่ได้เดินเลย
อ๋อยังไม่ได้เดินเลยเหรอ
ใช่ค่ะรอ
จะเดินหรือเปล่า
เดี๋ยวรอลูกชายกับ
อ๋อ
แฟน
โอเค
มาคนเดียวเหรอคะ
มาคนเดียว โอเคขอบคุณมากครับผมเรียนมาก่อน Okay, right, this staircase takes us up to the 7th and final level, 7th heaven. It looks like it was raining last night and there's a lot of water coming down, so I imagine bits of it are going to be very slippery, so I'll have to assess it a bit before I press forward. We'll have a look. So this level, the 7th level, is all forested, and it's totally different to all the other levels, and apparently it's full of snakes, so we'll have to beware. We'll have to keep our eyes open. And look, it sticks to the edge all the way around. It sticks to the edge. You can do a full loop, but I'm just going to do a half loop to get to the main viewpoint that overlooks the car park. And there's a few obstacles on the way, lots of tree roots and that. Yes. You're walking around here, you really are right on the edge. There's just no leeway at all, and no rails or anything. This bit here, you got to step out onto that tree. I seem to recall we're getting quite near to the viewpoint now. Opens up to the cliff. There we go. Opening up, look at that. Cliff here. I think I should stop here and have myself a cold drink, but before I do, I will share this view with you. Look down there, see the big pagoda in the pond, and beyond that the car park. That's where we parked. Right, and this staircase here, which takes you down to level 5, has got to be the longest and the steepest of the lot. You can feel it wobble under your weight as you go down, every step you take. as we come down here, we have completed the circle. If you remember, this was the junction of the staircase where I said you could go left or right. So we went up that way and we've done a full loop and come down this way. It's just these last flights of steps take us back to the entrance. This is it, completing the circle. Wise monkeys, Buddha, and that's it, out we go.